More than 12 years ago I started riding through the Balkans on a Honda Blackbird. At that time, I was not comparing categories, I wasn't thinking about market trends, I simply wanted to discover beautiful roads, and looking back now, I think those roads completely changed the way I look at the motorcycles. Over the following years I kept riding Montenegro, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Albania, Croatia, Serbia, tens of thousands of kilometers, hundreds of mountain passes, countless switchbacks, hidden villages, remote valleys, roads that, in my opinion, offer some of the finest motorcycle riding in Europe. Something interesting happened along the way. I didn't stop choosing the destinations, I simply started choosing roads as well. Today, when I plan a motorcycle trip, I don't think about arriving in Rome or Paris or Vienna. I think about the Pyrenees, Transfagarașan, Durmitor Ring, Kotor Serpentine, because today, the road itself is a part of the experience. When you look back over the last 30 years, motorcycle travel has changed dramatically. In 1990s, touring was about the distance. The question was simple: how quickly and comfortably I can get from one place to another. That's why motorcycles like Blackbird, FGR 1300, BMW RT made perfect sense. Then came another era, adventure motorcycles. Suddenly the question was not how fast I can get there, it became where I can go. Africa, Mongolia, Iceland, Morocco, the Balkans. Manufacturers built incredible motorcycles around their dream, and they changed our perception of what motorcycle travel could be. But while all of that was happening, something else quietly changed. The world itself. Infrastructure improved, roads improved, navigation became effortless, remote regions became much easier to explore, information became accessible, routes that once only locals knew are now only a few clicks away. Places that once felt inaccessible became destinations in their own right. Today we don't travel just to arrive somewhere, we travel for experiences, the riding, the scenery, the mountain passes, the little family-run hotels, the local food, the cafe overlooking a canyon, the conversations with people you'll probably never meet again. Motorcycle travel has become about collecting memories, not kilometers. And this is probably the biggest lesson the Balkans taught me. For more than a decade I've been exploring this region. I've ridden across the Balkans again and again. I've designed routes, I guided people, I spent countless hours looking for roads that make people smile inside their helmets, and throughout all those years I kept waiting for the moment when I would think, this is where I really need something different. That moment never came. Not because adventure motorcycles aren't capable, they absolutely are, but because for the kind of riding I do, the roads themselves never demanded anything more. What they rewarded was confidence, agility, comfort, and above all, the ability to enjoy every single corner. Over the years I rode these roads on different motorcycles, from my Honda Blackbird to several generations of Yamaha Tracer. I've ridden adventure motorcycles, I've ridden street bikes, I've ridden touring bikes, and what fascinates me is not which category is better, is watching how motorcycles themselves have evolved. Every new generation became more refined, more comfortable, more intuitive, more enjoyable to ride, not because they became better motorcycles, but because they became better companions for the kind of traveling we do today. Then I started looking at what manufacturers were doing, and something caught my attention. Yamaha kept developing a Tracer platform. Triumph expanded the Tiger Sport family within 660 and now all new 800, Honda introduced NT1100 and then CB1000 GT, Suzuki launched JSX S1000GX, Ducati continued refining the Multistrada into a touring machine, different manufacturers, different philosophies, yet they all seem to be moving in a remarkably similar direction. Motorcycles designed not simply to cover the distance, but to maximize the enjoyment of the journey. To me, that's not a coincidence, that's where I believe motorcycle touring is heading. Does it mean adventure motorcycles are going away? Absolutely not. I think adventure motorcycles changed the motorcycling forever. They encouraged people to explore places they never thought they could reach. And for the riders who genuinely spend time on rough roads, gravel tracks and remote terrain, they remain the perfect tool. But even that segment is evolving. Look at what manufacturers are doing: CF Moto 450, GS 450, CRF 300, smaller, lighter, purpose-built, because when the road truly disappears, weight matters. So I don't think one category is replacing another. I think motorcycle travel is becoming more specialized, lightweight adventure bikes for genuine off-road exploration, and modern crossovers and sport tourers for the kind of journeys most of us actually take. If I had to make one prediction, destination, it's this. I don't think the future of motorcycle travel is about going further. I think it's about feeling more. More roads, more scenery, more cultures, more local food, more mountain passes, more unforgettable mornings, and motorcycles will continue evolving in exactly the same direction. Not to impress us with bigger numbers, but to make every kilometer feel more rewarding. Looking back, I don't think the Balkans simply gave me beautiful roads. They changed the way I understand motorcycle travel. When I first started riding here years ago on my Honda Blackbird, I thought I was exploring a region. Today I realize I was watching a completely new way of traveling begin, a way where destinations is not a city, the destination is not even a country, the destination is everything that comes with it. The roads, the scenery, the people, the food, the memories, the experience itself. Maybe the biggest adventure today is not finding roads nobody has ridden before, maybe it is learning to appreciate the roads that are already there. And if that's where motorcycle travel is heading, I honestly believe the best years are still ahead of us. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!